3v3 Typhon Arena, blue side. We've got Beef Supreme as a Warlock melee commander that leaps into combat, really good disruption and mobility, can also tank damage pretty well. Alongside two Chaos players, we have Siegureboy as a Plague Champion, starts off range combat with his damage over time bolter, can get melee weapons some decent utility, and support can build turrets and repair, but is very slow. And rounding off the blue team, TGZero is a Chaos Lord, durable and destructive commander, walks through objects and cannot be suppressed. Very good offense and disruption, fights mainly in melee combat. This is the Wordbearers DLC. Fighting up against Beamon here as another Eldar Warlock on the red team, alongside two Commissar Lords. We have RagingJenni, a very good Commissar Lord player from retail, and we also have Legendmir. These guys are melee commanders, very good offense and support with a refractive field that they can activate. RagingJenni sent in his Commissar Lord after the Dire Avengers, gets a very good special attack there. Meanwhile, bottom we have a Sentinel standing up front, tanking damage. Plague Champion should be shooting at the guardsman. There we go. Warlock leaping in, knocking over the Plague Champion. Not a lot he can do here. Plague Champion has really poor melee damage out the gate, just 8 DPS. Chaos Lord is not giving up this charge. You might see him turn and decap this power node. Here come double heretics from Siegureboy through the middle. That could be very painful to guardsmen if these guys turn around. There we go. And these guys might be in a bit of trouble. Chaos Lord going in amongst, but they do run away just in time. In fact, they go after the Sentinel for some reason, who stomps them all away with his ground pound. Lively opening then. Legendmir with triple guardsman and a Sentinel. RagingJenni with the slightly more traditional single Sentinel and double guardsman on either side. Heretics from TGZero. They look very cool with their Wordbearers gear. Smacking up a power node for the Dark Gods. They're very upset that it's not bleeding though. Blue team have bottom, but they might lose their natural because Legendmir is pushing against the Eldar. But Banshees are going to take down this Commissar Lord. Sentinel could not get close enough or get his ground pound quickly enough to move in and protect him there with the stomp, and that might be tricky to revive. That's a long stroll up there for RagingJenni to try and revive there. Triple Dire Avengers for Beamon, and Beef Supreme with that Banshee squad you saw, and double Dire Avengers. Siegureboy with just triple heretics with grenade launchers up. A lot of options this gives. You can go straight into Noise Marines or Havocs or Raptors, depending on what you're facing. Noise Marines or Raptors would both do a pretty good job for him here against the triple Dire Avengers and the Guardsman of RagingJenni. Perhaps the Noise Marines slightly better, since they can use Cacophony to disrupt this Warlock, and if he gets the Witchblade of Khorne in tier 2 and the Commissar Lord also decides to get a power sword or something, which he is, they could counter-initiate Raptors pretty nastily. But he is a Plague Champion, so Touch of Nurgle could do some nasty things, so we'll see what he goes for. Surely he's not just going to go straight tier 2. Red team need to retake their natural. Legendmir will do so. Blue team with a quick double here. It's going to turn back to a 2-1 for red as they take the southwest and their natural on the east side back. Dire Avengers with their aspect up for Beef. In terms of Beamon, he does have triple aspect, so those heretics need to be very careful with regards to grenade spikes from those guys. He's not getting anything else though. Has he built gens? What is he doing? Buy some generators, Siegureboy. You have over 800 requisition, and there is a slot here. He's not doing it so far. The contested power top, incidentally, is red teams. Down goes the Sentinel. Pew pew from the Dire Avengers, and those Banshees power weapons doing a good job on the Sentinel there. Blue team now pushing bottom to get the CSM into cover. Warlock doing his thing to try and force this guy off. No sign of any Havocs here. In fact, TGZero is getting a Havoc. I was expecting that slightly earlier, but the Chaos Lord does have a combi flamer. A Havoc from TGZero and Noise Marines from Siegureboy would do pretty well for them, I think. Siegureboy needs to buy something. What is he doing? Almost 1000 rec 100 power. Is he seriously going tier 2 with just triple heretics with grenade launchers on 2 of them? Big mistake, I think. 467, 400. Sentinel needs to be careful. Backing away now, Triple Dire Avengers all in retreat, and blue team able to retake bottom. Those grenade launchers are doing a good job. The other squad in their default state, just 75 hit points per model, very squishy. 455, 400. They don't want to fight Catechans. They do have some support though. Here come CSM, the heretics of TGZero have grenade launchers and an aspiring champion. Meanwhile, top guardsman in retreat. Legendmir with just those triple guardsmen now that sentinel down, and Merciless Switchblade up for the Warlock. A fantastic melee weapon. I think it's 65 DPS, 130 damage per hit, with an energy drain and a knockback on the range attack. It's an amazing weapon. Goes after the Commissar Lord. Really bad news for him, since it's draining his energy, as you can see there, so he can't put his shield up, and now he's being knocked over by the ranged attack. I was in the middle of a special attack there, so he wasn't knocked over. 455, 384, now he's in retreat. And looks like Beef Soupreme is going to retake top completely there. Has a shuriken, but it's completely idle and not even set up. Not sure what's going on here. TGZero going for Havocs and Noise Marines. Siegureboy is going straight tier 2. And they have the bottom, so why not, I suppose. Beamon kind of helped him out by going for a very simplistic tier 1 himself in just triple Dire Avengers. If he went for anything a bit more heavy, would have put some pressure on Siegureboy, I think. Here's the shuriken for Beast Supreme. He's taking it bottom here, helping out his teammates, and a heavy bolter turret is up. It's going to be hard to push against this. Beamon needs to get tier 2 and get some Wraith Guard up. RagingJenni has double sentinels here with Catechan Devils. 455, 348, so it looks like he also lost his first sentinel. There's that Catechan's all reliable grenade launcher. A Nurgle shrine is up. This is why he wanted to get tier 2, I suppose. Get the quick shrine up. He's not worshipping it though, and it's very far forward as well. Why would you put it there? 2-to-1 cap. Red team hitting a brick wall bottom. What are they going to do? Flank around, bash the power, try to split the forces, I suppose. They've got a heavy bolter, they've got Havocs and a shrine and a shuriken to get through. Plague champion with his blight grenades. Sentinel trying to hold up these Noise Marines. Stomps them, but does not stomp the model that has the Sonic Blaster, and down goes all of their power. Red team in trouble. The Sentinel's in a bit of trouble too. There's the cacophony to disrupt. This Warlock does not have his champion's robe, so cannot prevent that knockback. Meanwhile, top, Legendmir trying to position himself to push against this shield. Has his heavy weapon squad covering the top for some reason. Needs to bring that down a little bit. And now the shrine is being worshipped, so now the blue team, whoa! Special attack wiping out that heretic squad from the Commissar Lord. Good grief. Power Sword kicking some ass there, and down goes the Plague Champion too. Not a good engagement for Siegureboy, and now can they push here? Surely, Beamon, please get some Wraith Guard. We might see double missile launchers from the Sentinels, but no sign of it yet. He's not even tier 2 in fact. RagingJenni has spent a lot of wreck. Needs to repair this Sentinel. 2-to-1 cap for the blue team, and looking pretty good apart from that last engagement from Siegureboy, who is floating requisition like absolutely crazy. Lost very few heretics, I think, apart from that squad wipe, which he of course didn't need to reinforce. Now red team doing the right thing and bashing power. A lot of inexperienced players would panic at this point and try to get this VP back, knowing that they're behind on VPs and thinking they need it immediately. You still have time to bash power like this. Commissar Lord on lookout there momentarily, but now comes to help bash. We might see an improvised explosive go down from the Catechans. There it goes. Oh, they're getting a demolition man, in fact. 441, 285. Catechans set to get some changes, going to get their numbers reduced and their damage normalized. 436, 285, so that they don't have so many squad leaders and bleed very strangely. Trying to flank in. Havoc's not turning around because they trying to keep an eye on these Sentinels. RagingJenni doing a really good job pushing and splitting his forces here. Why didn't they push against this position? Okay, they're taking the power. And red team have the 2-1. Top is sewn up. We have a multi-less turret. Just need to take this power back, and they've captured it completely. Beef Supreme's Shuriken is now moved up towards the top, covering this approach. Really strange place to put it. Maybe he thought that red blob was going to go up to the VP there. Chaos Lord in trouble. Uses Kill the Weak, but only hits one model with it and goes down. TGZero's level 2 Chaos Lord going down there. Has double CSM with Eternal War. But can they outshoot triple Dire Avengers with Warlock leaders? No, they cannot. You see Embolden there going absolutely ballistic on those CSM, getting them down very low, and there's the full retreat. And can they push against this turret now? Sentinels going right. Oh, he's using the Basilisk Flare. Now has his crack missiles loaded in to try and shoot down that turret. Bang, bang. Nothing there to repair it. Here comes a Chaos Dreadnought though from Siegureboy. Warlock dropped in on the Havocs and will now help take down that turret. Down it goes thanks to those Sentinels. Really good measured play from RagingJenni, backed up by Beamon. No Wraith Guard then from him. 374-285. Chaos Dreadnought in a little bit of trouble backing away with that autocannon, which I'm not a good fan of. You might have heard me rant about it a bit in the Chaos versus Orcs faction war. Doesn't do a huge amount of damage, especially to infantry. It does do a good job versus light vehicles, but again, I feel you have better options in that regard. Taking shots from those crack missiles, making little impact on the Commissar Lord, who eventually might be forced off. 343-285, down he goes in fact. There's the double cap for red. Warlock in amongst some enemy Dire Avengers, is forced to retreat though. The Warlock was there, that's why. That awesome special attack he has. Catechins with the shotgun blast, need to run away from it I think. They do get away. Commissar Lord of Legendmir executing one of his guardsmen to make them fight harder. They have plasma guns. Not sure why he's gone for that against the Eldar, but he might just have the enemy Chaos Forces in mind. Beef Supreme with a Wraith Lord. Eldar Walker with this massive Ghostglaive sword. Heavy melee damage with a splash. It actually does less DPS than the melee Dreadnoughts, but it does more damage per hit. So it's attacking much slower. I think it does 85 DPS and 130 damage per hit. And the Dreadnoughts are 100 DPS and 120 damage per hit. And I think that's okay for the Wraith Lord. You don't need massive amounts of DPS because it's very rare that something's going to stand toe to toe with you and fight. So having that high damage per hit is actually really good for it. Hitting stuff on retreat and getting the odd hit in. Down goes that Chaos Dreadnought incidentally, thanks to the double missile launcher Sentinels, which are doing a really good job so far. But blue team still have bottom, let's not forget that. Noise Marines getting their blast master, turns them into an artillery unit. Wraith Lord goes top, is going to smack on this turret while the Warlock caps maybe. Yes, Banshees with their X up. Red team still have a job bottom, they're losing their power too. And I think it's down to Beamon. He got absolutely nothing in tier 2 apart from the Warlock. Is he going straight tier 3 here? I think it's a mistake. Chimera on the way for RagingJenni. Wraith Guard would have been so good for Beamon, but he didn't get it. 250, 285. You have double Marker Zinc CSM. Warlock jumping in. She actually heals and buffs nearby allies when she does that, as well as knocking down enemies. You see her getting that inspiration on kill, buffing these Dire Defenders and the Warlock down here, who has the Witchblade of Furnace. Level 3. Uh-oh. Friendly fire from the Blast Master almost wipes out the CSM, who just about get away from the Warlock. Knocked down again, friendly fire, but they do get away just about. Warlock used the ethereal slash, almost wipes out the Noise Marines, but does go down. And that was an ill-advised push there, all by himself. Where is RagingJenni's stuff? It's back at base. Katachan's moving up. Sentinel is there, one of them in a way. The other one's gone down. 250, 257, 2-to-1 cap for the blue team. It's very close on VPs. Seems like in general, blue team have had the better of the bottom and red team have had the better of the top. Ogren's on the field now for Legendmir. Heavy melee squad that can disrupt. Pretty damn tough too, but how will they stand against these Howling Banshees? They can use your red, which knocks stuff over. Have they used it? I can't tell, they don't have any energy. I don't think they have, but they've been knocking over these Banshees. Big mistake, special attacks knocking them over. Banshees are getting absolutely trashed though, but from the amount of range fire and those Ogryns was a suicide keeping those Banshees in there. 250, 231, red team pushing bottom again. There's that Chimera, gives you this support for your infield troops, allows them to reinforce around it and transport inside. Chimera is set to get the very interesting mobile base upgrade, which allows you to retreat back to it. Not sure if that's going to be ready in time for 2.3.1, but we'll see it soon enough once all the kinks are worked out by the modding team. Wraith Lord with the Shuriken Cannon upgrade, shoulder mounted. I believe it's 46 DPS piercing, which is pretty damn good. And a full retreat from Legendmir. That Wraith Lord will have the melee resistance, so Ogryns will be a lot less effective against it, as they would have been. Ouch, big shot from the, and that's a whacked Guardsman squad, in fact, from the Blastmaster shots. Manticore Strike, combined with the Basilisk Flare, that killed a ton of stuff, almost wiped out these heretics. Nurgle Shrine number 2, again, very, very far forward. You can put it back here and it will still reinforce your stuff. Not sure why he's put it so close. Big push from red team now. A wall of fire from the Dire Avengers. Beamon has gone tier 3. We'll see if he can make up for his current general lack of stuff by getting some tier 3 things out relatively quickly. Double Plague Marines is it from Siegureboy? It is. No Chosen there. 229, 205. That Shrine really helping them out, keeping them solid on this VP, and the triple Dire Avengers are forced to retreat. This squad just down to the Warlock, who survives. Does he? Yes, he does. Was infected by the Blight Grenades, but does live. Blue team retaking a natural thanks to the autark from Beef Supreme. Still has the Wraith Lord. Look at Legendmir's army. Infantry regiment like crazy. Has triple Guardsman, Ogryn squad, and double Stormtroopers, with one with anti-vehicle and the other unupgraded at the moment. Goes tier 3 as well. Beamon with a Fire Prism. That's going to be a great help, because blue team are all infantry at the bottom, and so that's going to disrupt the crap out of them. We do have double Plague Marines here though, so I need to be careful with that Fire Prism. Fire Prisms only have 500 hit points out the gate. 220, 192. Power getting bashed yet again. Red team are going round, are they? Not sure. Chimera's lost a bunch of hit points thanks to those Plague Marines, I imagine, but is getting repaired now. Did he bash power? I don't think he did. 220, 180. Oh, look at this, all top with the fusion gun. You don't see this very often. An awesome weapon, I think, especially given how insanely mobile she is. And she can jump, so you can jump behind a vehicle, get rear armor hits, and it does a decent job versus infantry as well. Short range though. Catachans do have their sergeants, so they do have a melter gun in there somewhere. There you see it firing. Autark with her fusion gun for Beamon also, and Beef Supreme just lost his Autark. Important engagement here. Can they take down this Wraith Lord? There's a Noxious Cloud. Not sure if they've spotted it. And a full retreat from the Dire Avengers. Down goes the Wraith Lord, but down goes the Chimera also. Double Plague Marine's going to look to hunt down that Fire Prism whenever it's within their range. What are these CSM doing? Oh, he was going after the Manticore. with double CSM. That was really risky, but does get away without a model loss, I think. Yes, the Chaos Lord did not even go down. Manticore strike on Siegureboy's stuff. That one hit cover. That one was a direct hit on the Heretics and wipes them out. Plague Marines not too bothered about Manticore strikes in general. Have, was it 750 hit points per model or something crazy? 201, 165. Chaos Lord is level 3. Nice grenade on the Catachans, hits them flush, but they only lose 2 models. Ogryns helping to bash here, haven't leveled up. Very rare that you see level 4 Ogryns, I have to say. And red team have the 2-1, retaking their power here. Bottom is still very blue, and there's another turret to deal with. RagingJenni has lost a lot. Lost his Chimera, lost I think the 3 Sentinels that he got. But he is going tier 3 and does have that Manticore, and he's done well with it so far. You have double anti-armor Stormtroopers here with Melter Bomb and Melter Guns. There's a warp throw into a... nope, into nothing. Just generally annoying as Seer Council, that's what it was into. Ogryns wiped out by those guys, good grief. Power Melee scored that leap into combat and give you some awesome passive buffs. 162, 165, they're getting wrecked by range fire. He's going to lose his Seer Council. Is he? No, he doesn't. Eldritch Storm goes off. Seer Council just about getting away in a very good Eldritch. Wow. Killed tons of guardsmen there. Legendmir got hit pretty bad, losing his Ogryns to that warp throw into Seer Council by Beef Supreme. Well done to him. Oh, he did lose his Seer Council though. I thought they got away. There were 33 hit points when I saw them. I guess not. Crazy engagement there then. Fire Prism very far back, does not want to push anywhere near these Plague Marines, and RagingJenni is down to just a Manticore. Beamon needs to get some D-cannons up, but he doesn't have the resources. Does have resources for a nuke. In fact, RagingJenni and Beamon both have the red for a nuke, and as does TGZero. RagingJenni gets him some Kasrkin up. Those guys set to get a nice buff to their sergeant, who's going to get massive increases to his damage output. Also Lord level 3 for RagingJenni, backing away.
Our Warlock has gained a level.
One of those games, I think, for him. Beamon, I don't think has played it very well. He's got nothing in tier 2 and has now got this Fire Prism out, which is largely redundant thanks to these double Plague Marines here. He doesn't want to push it at all. He is now though. Plague Marines need to try and keep separated so the Fire Prism can't hit both of them at once and knock them down. What was that?
Generator operation.
Small explosion. Oh, it was these guys firing there. Why is he worshipping? It will still hit all of them, and they do get away just about. 109, 165. Bloodletters teleporting on the rear armor of the Manticore. Power melee, but they will still do a lot of damage to the rear armor of something so squishy as a Manticore. Level 3, and it still only has 363 hit points. 109, 154. Bloodletters cannot be suppressed, so they're walking right through these base turrets here. Manticore trying to get away and does survive. 109, 144. Meanwhile, top Legendmir forced off in his entirety by Seer Council and an Autarch. And that's some good synergy there, because the Autarch has a passive buff also. So she's giving damage resistance to this Seer Council, who are in turn giving energy regen and suppression resistance to her. She has her spear. Nasty little melee force there. Siegureboy has a Phobos, and still red team cannot crack the bottom of the map. RagingJenni now has double Kasrkin. Is he going to get maybe some grenade launchers, because those things now knock down with every hit? Have not seen them used barely at all though since that update. Still seems to be plasma guns are what most people want to get. 109, 113. Lehman Russ on the field top for Legendmir. Going to be able to deal with this Seer Council, you would think. So the Council are going to go straight for this decap, are they? They are. How many models are they going to lose? In fact, they are going after the turret. 109, 105, very close on VPs. Legendmir done a really good job top, keeping his team in this. And Seer Council do run away. The Executioner Cannon on the Leman Russ. Awesome weapon. Look at this thing go. Does insane damage and is going to push against blue team's natural gear. Plague Champion level 5 after reviving the Warlock. Autarch is going to die. There's a Chaos Predator with Mark of Khorne. We have the Khorne Shrine and a Nurgle Shrine also. Constant pressure on this power, and now this one's been capped. Red team are in a lot of trouble. RagingJenni losing one of his Kashyyykin is going to lose his other one as well, I think. Yep, has he just given up here? He might have. Here comes a Manticore, 109, 74. Beamon needs to use his nuke. Has 884 red and a Seer Council on the field now. Did not go for his D-cannons, did he? 5 prisms down also. Red team are pushing top though. Legendmir is keeping up the fight. Is RagingJenni still playing? I think he is. Here comes his Commissar Lord level 4 with a power sword. They should just triple top now. Does everyone go top? And try and keep this double capped up here. But here comes a sneaky Autarch to decap their natural. They got a triple top. Don't try and push against this. Oh, the tank went down. Maybe try and push against it then. Rather than Phobos also took a bunch of damage. Chaos Terminators on the field though for Siegureboy. Now he's spotted this sneaky decap. If she gives the decap, she might be able to completely cap it. More Havocs on the way for TGZero. In fact, she turns to engage and jump on their faces. Puts her shield up. Should be easily able to escape here. Unless he completely mucks this up. No, there she goes. Red team pushing bottom with an Eldritch Storm. That was pretty damn good. Seer Council will take out the turret also. And down goes both of the shrines and a bunch of heretics. Well, here come Chaos Terminators, double Plague Marines, Phobos, Havocs, Chaos Lord, and RagingJenni only has a Manticore and his Commissar Lord who's coming out of base. There's that Manticore strike. Misses everything. What the heck was that? Mucked up that Manticore strike. This is a level 4 Manticore though. It will be a big threat to that Phobos. Ran Raiders do not like Manticores at all. Warlock with the Witchblade of Khorne, Providence, and Warp Throw top. The Angry Space Elf build. Getting shot to pieces though. Can he defend against what Legendmir is bringing here? He needs some AV to deal with this tank, some hard AV. And he doesn't have it at all. There's Providence. Renders the Warlock invulnerable, gives him insane energy regen and makes all of his abilities cool down almost instantly. There's a Ethereal Slash and an Imperial Abyss straight on this tank, and that will do a lot of damage to the vehicle in the center mass there. Look at the damage it took. But we still have Stormtroopers decapping. Legendmir's Commissar Lord fully kitted out with Carapace and Stubbornness. Here comes some Chaos Terminators though from TGZero. RagingJenni with some Stormtroopers, not Kashyyykin in tier 3. Blue team still holding bottom. Beamon, he's getting close to having enough for another Eldritch Storm. 71-44. Bloodletter's top. Blue team are going to get a triple cap, and that's probably going to be it. Red team fought valiantly, but RagingJenni lost a lot of stuff, and Beamon, I think, made a big mistake by skipping tier 2. Well, he got an Autarch, but that was it. I think that was a big mistake. And RagingJenni lost the stuff left and right. 71-16, there's a triple cap, and that will be it for the blue team. They played a relatively safe game at the bottom. Shrines, turrets, Havocs, and they come out with a victory.
Now victory.
Beamon's Warlock level 6, RagingJenni's Commissar level 4 for Legendmir, Beef's Warlock level 6 with that awesome build, Siegureboy level 7 Plague Champion, and a level 8 Chaos Lord for TGZero had Armored Inferno and the Demonic Visage at the end. Thanks for watching guys, hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.